continue the previous issue. Today, let's talk about the differences between the Hongmeng system and the Android system. First of all, let's take a look at the different developers of the two. Everyone knows that Hongmeng was developed by our Huawei company. What about Android? It was developed by Andy Rubin abroad. Google is now in charge, in addition to its system kernel. The Hongmeng system uses a distributed V kernel as the underlying architecture. Then Android is a Linux system in comparison, and it's relatively architecturally different. What about Hongmeng? It has 3 layers of architecture, divided into system architecture, service structure, program architecture. The Android system is relatively simple. It's the system architecture and a component of that application. In addition, it is different from UI. What about Huawei's UI? In fact, you can understand Hongmeng's UI is designed by, then our Android part is relatively designed by Google. Shipping is mainly used in foreign market. Then our domestic one is relatively speaking a UI interface designed by major mobile phone manufacturers themselves. In addition, the compatibility of the two is different. First of all, the Hongmeng system can be applied to all Android systems. However, the Android system cannot be applied to the Hongmeng system now. The other thing is its safety. Relatively speaking, the Hongmeng system has many security measures because it is a microkernel architecture. What about the Android system? Although it is based on the Linux kernel, however, there is a problem with its performance. Once a module goes wrong, its entire system would collapse. The power builders are different. There's also a unified experience on multiple devices. You can compare it to Mahogany. It is a distributed technical architecture. When it comes to Android, then there is no better support for a unified experience of multiple devices. This is also a difference between the two. The last one is about intelligent interconnection because of the Hongmeng system. In contrast, its smart home appliances can be connected together. For example, car appliances, refrigerators, these washing machines can be connected in the future. But the Android system is relatively connected to the intelligent Internet of Things. Relatively speaking, Hongmeng's expressiveness would be better. Now, you know what?